If you're watching live, comment live. If you're watching the replay, comments replay. Let me know who is watching and where you're watching from. Okay. Um, I really want to make sure that we are, you know, focused. And yeah, this is very interesting. Um, I just I just need us to get focused. Okay. I need us to really, really take this seriously. Wow, I just got a notification from YouTube that I have 75,000 views. All right, I was trying to give people time to log in. Hello, hello, hello. Where are y'all tuning in from? Um, this is going to be good, and I need y'all to, probably send this link over to somebody that a business bestie or someone that you love. And because this is really from, like, I'm doing this from my heart because I really want us to, like, I want us to get serious. I want us to get serious, and I'm really being for real. After this live, I am going to be working on trainings for the matriarch. We introduced 3 new women within the last 24 hours. So exciting, but we have to press forward, and we cannot have a nervous system that is tearing us up, and we just can't, right? We just can't. So I need y'all to really, 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 like, hone in. Okay. So as we know, um, and I have and y'all, I think I messed up my little screw thing on my mic, and I'm kind of upset about that. I'm gonna have to fix it, or Maddie gonna have to fix it. So upset with myself because my little thing I think I twisted it too tight, and I can't even put the thing on there. Y'all know I love my little mic. So, but really seriously, let's go ahead and jump in. So I'm Coach Jay. I am a business and leadership coach. What I do is that I help women, solopreneurs, experts, leaders to monetize. Look, this is probably my new messaging: monetize their existence, using or growing and scaling their online education business, where they are attracting their ideal clients with authoritative messaging, and I'm just really excited for the ladies in the matriarch. They are moving and grooving, um I've been y'all have made fun of me so bad with my mic, especially on TikTok. They really come from me on TikTok. So funny. But I really wanted to have this conversation with y'all regarding everything that's going on, right? And in all seriousness, all jokes aside, um like I do these lives like this because I really want us to get it. And I think that we don't understand how imperative it is to get it. Our children, women, like, and I'm not saying freak out. I'm not saying like, oh my gosh, go and buy up the tissue. If you have been buying tissue like crazy, please stop. Stop buying the tissue. Okay. You don't need tissue. You have enough. And plus, it's American made. Okay. You don't need to go and buy up tissue. Tissue is made right here in the US. Okay. But the doc thing, right? So the strike that's happened is really a big deal. And I want us to, like, really sit down and come up with a plan for our households, having conversations with our children, having conversations with our families. And you have to be okay with people having their own opinion. Okay. People that have their own opinion, people who understand, uh, everybody has their own, like, focus, right? Everybody has their own path. And sometimes you got to get very quiet. You have to get very focused. You can't tell everybody everything. You can't let the right hand know what the left hand is doing, and vice versa. So as we know, the port strike, right, is it's a very touchy subject for a lot of people, even though all these stories are coming out on the news, and it does affect a lot of what we do. I think it's 65 to 70% of our shipments and our goods come from these ports on the East Coast. And as you can see, there has been natural disasters that have been going on. And I'm here to tell you that you have to understand that you don't feel it yet. It's very easy to laugh and joke and talk about what P. Diddy is doing, talk about what all these people are doing when everything is going okay. And this is when I talk about like walking by faith and not by sight. And feel free to like this video, where the little thumbs up over here. Feel free to like it. That really helps the algorithm. We are almost there. I think I have a 908 subscribers, y'all. So feel free, please, please, please. Let's push this forward. I've had so many people tell me, girl, you need to go viral, and girl, you need to go viral, and why you not? But then I tell y'all to like stuff, and everybody be like, oh, okay, we'll do it when we get time. But so we're really trying to push this channel out to the world. And I want us to understand this too, is that you got to get to a place where everywhere you go in the world, you're home. And this is not to make you feel like I'm behind schedule or I'm messing up or I'm late. I want you to start making moves. Okay. This is really important. So, the first, right? So October started off with a bang. It seemed like every quarter is something going on. It's always something. Okay. So the U.S. port strike, it began on the 1st. Okay. So the people, the ILA, which stands for International Longshoremen's Association, did not return due to the bargaining and the union. You know how unions work. Some of you that have been in the workforce, you kind of know. I've been in HR for 10 years before I started coaching, and I've never worked for a company that had a union, but I do understand how unions work on a basic level, right? So as you already know, there was a lot of unresolved disputes. Some of this is over wages. Some people say it's wages. Some people say it's because they don't want to be replaced by automations, even though we are overdue for that, because the United States is supposed to be the leading country in the first world, and that's proven to not be the case. Okay. That's proven to not be the case. So the impact that this strike has made, the impact has not been felt by every single person in the United States yet. The East Coast is having a lot of issues right now due to the natural disaster that just occurred. And to all of you who are all on that side, close to people on that side, my prayers, and I'm telling you, I'm for real, because I prayed this morning. I prayed very hard for the East Coast. I prayed very hard for the American people. I prayed very hard for the children. And I mean, literally, I pray. And when I pray, I pray hard, and tears come and all that kind of stuff. So I had to wipe my face and all that stuff before I got on this live. And it's very, very important that we start to, express to the spirit realm what we require down here. And it's very important also that you have a personal relationship with whoever you call God. Because I'm telling you like this week is going okay. Maybe even into next Thursday, Friday. But it's that week after that you need to be concerned about. Okay. And some of y'all, we kicking the bobos and we're having, no. I need y'all to talk back to me. This is for real. So in terms of impact, here we go. Experts do predict that while immediate consequences are limited, right, the strike could cause significant supply chain disruptions in a few weeks. So this is the thing, though. is that many of us do not realize that, I hate to say this, but we are very reactive, right? We are so reactive. It don't make any sense. We're very, very reactive. And then we'll do and say, well, I don't want to, fear mongering and blah, 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 blah. Like that is completely, it has nothing to do with fear mongering. And I wish people would stop saying that. Like it's fear is negative and I'm trying to manifest, because y'all are going by laws that don't apply all the time, because now these universal principles have to apply to you and your family. Okay. And there are some people right now that are so afraid to move forward on plans because they're worried about how they're going to navigate right now. Are y'all here? Are y'all listening? And if I'm talking to you, I need you to stop worrying about the how, because the how is what's going to stop you, because you're trying to figure it out. Okay. I'm not going to go too much into specifics as far as like the politics of things, because now they're watching everything that's going up on these apps and these websites, so we have to be cautious. But I will say that the head of state, the chief of staff, not chief of staff, but the head honcho in charge, Mr. Joe, right? Has already said that he is not going to get in the middle of it. They already said that they want the American people to take care of what's going on. Okay. They want us to take care of the hurricane victims. And I think that that is diabolical in itself. According to sources, the news, I know I saw a couple of news news outlets state that FEMA does not have any more money, which I think that's absolutely ridiculous to me. But whatever, it's not my country, in so many ways. I mean, I live here, I'm a citizen, but it's not my show, it's not my ship to run, right? Perishable goods, such as, fruits and vegetables. This is going to be an effect for a lot of people. Are we here? Ain't nobody saying nothing. I don't know if the live stopped. I don't know if people are asleep. Let me know by giving me some hearts. Let me know if you're here. The fruits and the vegetables are probably going to be amongst the first, and we see that with bananas, I believe strawberries and things like that are going to be affected. Okay. If a prolonged strike, if they don't come back to the table within the next week and have a conversation, and may I remind you, and please correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows for sure, but I did hear that they have not had a conversation since July of 2024. They have not had a conversation regarding the strike. I mean, regarding the wages, the automation conversation. They have not talked since since July of this year. That's a red flag in itself. And because if our president does not get involved, and some of people are saying, oh, well, he don't have to, and no, he got involved with the railroad strike that happened not too long ago because of the impact that the railroad, was going to. This is a month. This is a few weeks before the big election, right? And then on top of that, early voting is about to start. Early voting. Okay. So I would not be surprised if we don't even have an election, because it's going to be that chaotic. I almost want to say I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if the election doesn't even happen. I don't know what the goals are, right? With our government. I don't know. I have no idea. I wish I knew. I wish I knew that they would say, you know what, we can't let this happen. We cannot let this affect the people. No, he does know what's going on. Y'all got to stop. And I get it. I hear what you're saying. He does know what's going on. Y'all got to stop doing it, because that man knows he's Even though he may be a little off, that man knows exactly what's going on. He is not getting involved. He said that out of his mouth. He wants the American people to pay for all of this. He knows what's going on. This is bigger than just he's a little off or he's old and he's senile and he's this and he's, battling this. He is in there and there is a plan. The plan is to adhere to the agenda of the 2030 plan. And the 2030 is coming. Okay? Like this is what is happening. I don't know what you mean by what people. Is it Tiana? I don't I want us to start thinking about what is our focus as individuals, because you are responsible for your own peace. You're responsible for your own energy, right? Okay. So that's that. Experts predict, like I said, predict that while immediate consequences are limited, we already know that the significant supply chain disruption is in a few weeks. You said the American. Oh, okay, okay. A prolonged strike may result in higher prices, product shortages, and industrial slowdowns. Economic estimates suggest that losses could range from 2.1 billion to 4.5 billion per day, depending on how long the strike lasts. I'm gonna tell y'all something. This ain't by happenstance. Okay. This is not by happenstance. This has nothing to do with, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like, oh my gosh, they're going to fix it. No, this is like literally intentional. And I need y'all to understand this is not conspiracy theory. This is intentional. Okay. I knew that it was going to, like, I knew something was going to happen. The only thing I can see and I have been talking about is from a space of the effect. So when I see blackouts in dreams, because I've seen blackouts in my dream, this was a year ago before all this stuff happened. I've even and I'm gonna say it here because I am I'm a little nervous about saying this too, but I'm gonna say it anyway. There is supposed to be motherships on the way to do the first contact. I don't know how true that is, but I've had dreams, and this was a year and a half ago. Oh, we got to read that, Maisha. Hold on. I got to read that. I'm going to read that and let me get my thought out because it's good already. The dream that I had was, this was a year and a half ago. I got to look back in my journal. But there was a dream that I had where three beings came into my room, in my bedroom. It had to be a year and a half ago. And these beings stated, like telling me, like it was almost like they were trying to tell me, like it's going to be okay. But they also had a message and they said, like, just don't get on the ship. I'm like, what? And so I'm getting up, like raising up out the bed. I could see myself in the room and my clothes and, my dresser and all this kind of stuff. And I'm looking like, what? Huh? Like, what? Like, and I'm just like, what is going on? And I couldn't, like, you know how when you're getting up and you're kind of lethargic, but you're trying to understand, like somebody come in your room and just start talking and you're like, what are you saying? And what was coming out of their mouth, like I said, it was three beings that came. I could not make out their face features, and I wasn't scared. That was another thing too. I wasn't nervous. I wasn't scared. I was just trying to figure out what in the world they were talking about. And they kept saying, just don't get on the ship. Don't get on the ship. Like they were like this, like don't get on the ship. And I'm like, what? And so, excuse me. And so I woke up, and of course, I have people in my circle that are just as clairvoyant or claircognizant, prophetic. And I told them, and my friends were like, the ones that I told, they were like, oh my gosh, like that sounds very, very in alignment because, of where we're going, this Age of Aquarius, and it's the great enlightenment period, it's the great awakening. I'm not, I totally believe you and all this kind of stuff. So I had to shut up because, I didn't want to be labeled as spiritual psychotic because there that is a thing. Spiritual psychosis is a thing. All of these things are happening back to back to back to get you unraveled about what is on the way, because what is coming is that you're going to give up your sovereignty in terms of you're going to give up your decisions. You're going to outsource your complete decision making ability to them. And that is very unfortunate. And I want you to hear me and hear me good. This whole year, I've been telling y'all to get it together. This whole year, I've been telling you to lean in and do your inner work. This whole year, even year and a half, 2 years. And my friend said, Jay, you really been saying this for 3 years. And I'm telling you, the time is up. Time is up. For those of you still trying to figure out what email, something that you're going to go on, or what platform do I need to choose, just choose. I keep telling you, just choose something. I don't care. And I'm not answering those questions. When I see questions about which computer should I get or what kind, I'm not answering those questions. You got resources. Get on Amazon, because see, Amazon, you can't even order stuff from Amazon if it's coming from overseas. You're going to have to go to the store and pray that stuff is right there. Because after this next week, people are going to be getting stuff off the shelf. So that even means podcast mics. So for those of you waiting a payday for podcast mics, that's it. And yes, they may have them in the warehouse and stuff like that. You better make sure that they're here in the States. But this is it. Christmas, if they don't get this deal done, and I'm praying that the deal is done. I'm praying that there's some reversal and that all of this stuff comes back around. I literally hope and pray that God will have mercy on the people and the children where these people will come and get a deal done. Okay, Maisha, I'm going to read your comment. She said, I just watched one of your last lives. A man from India told me exactly what you said about the U.S. Oh, wait, back in 2012. He said it would be 10 to 15 years before we looked like there. And that was 2012. And so for us to be on time in that time span, we're there. We're behind schedule. And there's a lot of intelligent, smart people here. And just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're intelligent. It just means you're an intellectual. You need to get smart. Okay. You got to stop acting like a docile damsel in distress. Somebody please feel sorry for me and please help me. You had time to do that. I told y'all when y'all had these jobs, invest in yourself. I'm never comfortable. That's why I told y'all I don't get comfortable. I've gotten lazy. I will say that, but something spurred me. It was like Spirit said, get up. You got to help. 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 If you have not subscribed to this YouTube, subscribe ASAP. And turn on the notifications, because it will be sporadic times I will be coming doing live here on YouTube. So turn on the notifications. And I'm doing this because I want us to get it together. Some of y'all are mamas. Some of y'all are stepmamas. Some of y'all are godmamas. Some of y'all are aunties. Some of y'all are cousins. And you're going to have to be the mouthpiece for your family. I told you a long time ago, get your apothecaries together. Like some of y'all are going to be the medicine women of your family. I told you that. Start stacking. Start learning skills. Yes. When I say go get it, that don't mean wait till next week. That means you need to be going within the next 2 days. That's right, Calandra. She said that she went into Target. I don't care about the ring light. Get something. It's just as long as it's a light. I got a ring light on right now. But it's going to have to be, you got to focus. And a lot of us want to bring people with us. A lot of people want to bring our families with. My mama didn't want to come. My mama said, y'all can't, y'all are not children. You're not children. You're not children. You're not babies. Some of you don't sometimes, and I understand that we have a culture that everybody needs to be on the end. Some of y'all can't bring your mamas. Some of y'all can't bring your aunties. Some of y'all can't bring your brothers some of y'all can't do that. And I don't know why y'all trying to force it. Some of y'all have to go by yourself. With just you and your babies, or just you by yourself. This week is fine, right? Even though people are going about tissue, which I don't understand it. But week 2, I'm not stressing about my family no more. I told them what I was doing. I said what I said, and nobody got their passport, so I shut up. Nobody has their passports but me and my baby, and they let you know right then and there what's up. Because I've been telling y'all need to go get your passports, and y'all need to. Mm-mm. You think I'm gonna say something else? Absolutely not. I done told everybody, the people of God, and this is what I've been saying, is that y'all we go to the church and we shout and holler, but ain't nobody talking about a contingency plan. Because if you say you have the Holy Spirit within you, the Holy Spirit is going to tell you, go get your passport. It's just like when the plagues of Egypt, woo, when the plagues of Egypt came down and you had to anoint your door. This is why I got an issue with prophecies that talk about, Beyonce is a witch, or, this person is coming. Like, I don't care about none of them. What are the prophets that are talking about the people of God needing to go? Who is saying and caring about the future of the person, the one with the soul, the one who hears, the one who sees? It's time to go. And if you are not being prepped, if you are not being coached going into this next season, you're in the wrong thing. See, a lot of coaches and a lot of people don't want you to freak out, because if you freak out, you'll stop paying. I'm telling the truth on here, and that's it. But I'm going to tell the truth. And if that means you stop paying me, you should stop paying me. But I'm going to tell you the truth. You need mentors and coaches that's preparing you for what is coming. And I'm okay with being one of the few that are saying what thus said. Because and Maisha, and it's simply because they don't think it's happening. But now you ought to see how many people in my stories right now. It is absolutely crazy. My stories are blowing up. I've never seen this many people in my Facebook stories, because now they coming. Now they saying, "Oh, Jay was, you know, you know." Oh, Kendra, what she say? Kendra said, "I told my friend gonna make fun of me, because she was like, girl, you cannot see." Ooh, I told my family I'm leaving. If they come away, if they stay away, I can always. That's right, Kendra. I completely agree. Yes, Sharita. And I think that that's the thing, is that I'm getting to a place where I'm just crying loud, spare not. I'm at that level. I can't even sleep at night knowing that, I know information and I'm not speaking out about it. And I have a platform now, and I have to use it, and I have to be okay with that. And if people don't catch on, if people don't listen, I don't know what to do with that. I really don't, because God gonna make a way. Period. God is gonna make a way anyway. And that's just what it is. So next week we're fine. I mean, this week right here, we're okay. See, we're in day 3 of the strike. But what is going to start happening is that we're going to start seeing the prices will start increasing a little bit. 20 to 30% add on to electronics. Yep, Sharita. 20%, 20 to 30% would probably be added to goods like electronics and tech stuff, like computers and everything, because a lot of this stuff, again, it comes from where? Overseas. And, so I pray that y'all's laptop or whatever does not break. Please, please, please get it, make sure everything is covered, make sure things are okay. For your tech stuff, be very, very careful about your tech stuff, okay? Because it may be a long time before you get it back. And then I know people are buying up stuff. I know folks are at the Best Buy buying up. I know folks are going to get tablets. In fact, I'm probably going to go to a Best Buy and look at a tablet. Hey, Elle. And if you're watching currently, let me know by saying, here. I see everybody right now. I see Sharita on here. I see Kristen. See Maisha, Kendra. Thank y'all so much for coming on, La Calandra. Maisha said it's been a holy push to level up. Woo! Especially the last few years. Skills, knowledge, and wisdom 10x more. Daniel 1, if folks need the scripture. Amen. Y'all know I'm not religious, but I am spiritual, and I do. And that's because, the Christian Bible, it is the main text that we have. And, we're told what to believe. We're told what to think. We're told what to pray for. We're told. So that's really what I kind of go by. But I have been able to, in so many ways, be exposed to different cultures. Like, like I told y'all about Egypt and all of that. I went to Egypt in 2021. And see, this is the thing for me, is that when things like this happen and people get nervous, I still be acting like ain't nothing going on. Like when the pandemic went up, I was still traveling. I was still like, I was still getting on the plane and going on. I had people freaking out around me. I'm like, child, please, I'm not going to be locked down and be stuck in the house looking crazy. I'm not doing that. So I need y'all to have that same energy, but I need you to also have the energy of, I wouldn't be mad if I got stuck in Costa Rica. I wouldn't be mad if I got stuck in Lisbon. I wouldn't be upset. Like, you need to start going to places where you wouldn't mind be stuck at. Anyway, Home Depot, Lowe's, and those places in week 2-ish are probably going to be barren because of a lot of the tools and things like that come from overseas. So lumber and all of that. Okay. I'm okay. If you have a brick and mortar store, you need to start digitizing. You start thinking of a digital solution. Go somewhere where you being stuck at, okay? Amen. If the strike continues, secure alternative suppliers or shipping routes. There's gonna be a lot of sanctions. There's gonna be imposed on the states if they don't get this stuff together, because a lot of that money that's on East Coast, if they reroute them to the West, there's more money. And then all of those canisters and those shipments are sitting at the dock for elongated periods of time. So if it's fruit or produce, it's null and void. It's done. Like, all this stuff is going down on that thing. Okay. So all that right there, and it's going to sit. And so it's going to be hazardous to people that are still like, there's nobody that's going to be able to sift through that stuff. So if they don't come up with a deal, that's it. If they do come up with a deal, it will be weeks before we see any progress, because they got to sift through all that stuff, because all that produce is going to be done. So if they've been on strike for 3 days, it's already stuff coming. And so it's people coming in. They got to drop the stuff off from other countries and they got to go back home. So what's going to happen is they're going to drop it off and they're going to already see an influx. But they're going to have to sit it there, but they're going to be like, we got to get this off. So everything right now, everybody's watching the state. Everybody's watching us from all over the world. We used to be number one. Now they are seeing in real time crumbling. But then again, like I said, I don't know if the crumbling is a part of the plan. You see, I don't know if the crumbling, what we think is crumbling, is them resetting. See, we're over here talking about, oh, everything is coming down. Everything is coming. See, we love to say that. We're thinking that they're going to pay for that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's why I say don't say judgment is coming on the states and they are not going to be affected because the people going to feel the judgment. Them up there are going to be fine. Y'all better come on. Speak back to me. So this is the thing. A lot of industries will be stuck. Okay. So if you depend on a lot of inventory that's coming from on that side, you need to brace yourself and you need to come up with a plan. See, these are times when you got to go within. This is when spirit has to be summoned for assistance. Like, okay, so what do I do? But a lot of us are going to be running to and fro trying to see what everybody else is doing instead of sitting down, sitting your tail down and saying, okay, what we doing, God? What's up? Case in point, me and that dog upstairs, and she quiet. I'm so happy she quiet. She probably taking that, but she's so over it. Me and her took a long walk today. And a long walk, I had my phone in my pocket, had my keys, and me and her walked a long, long time. She's probably tired because we walked. And I was just talking to God. And I shut up. Because sometimes meditation ain't about you sitting still. Sometimes it takes a good walk in nature. And I said, what's up? What we doing? What's the plan? What's going on? See, I don't, God, help me to be better. What we doing? Because a lot of y'all ain't got time to be better. Because you gotta crank it up, baby. So grocery stores will start the limitation. So you probably won't be able to take no more than 2 liters of Coke. Okay. You ain't gonna be able to take no more than, whatever. You're gonna have to, like, this is week 3, probably. Probably gonna be some things going on. Online orders will be held up. So if you are ordering stuff, please don't. My daughter, look, didn't listen to me. She done went on ahead and ordered some stuff, and she said, "Mommy, I said, baby, this stuff ain't coming. It's stuck." When Carter said it's up and it's stuck, that's exactly what we're talking about. It is constipated in the ether, baby. It ain't coming. Inflation around the end of week 3 into week 4, we're gonna start seeing these prices skyrocket. I don't know why this just came up for me, but if you moved in an apartment or will be moving in an apartment or townhome, something, house, that might be your house for good. That just might be your house. You hear what I say? That just might be it for good. I'm crazy. I'm almost crazy enough to believe that these apartments and stuff that we paying for, they gonna be free. We're going to a socialist, capitalist system. I need to be careful. Let me be quiet. That's why y'all need to join the Contrarian, because the Contrarian, we talk about all this stuff, and we're gonna be talking about a lot more because we start our book club on Monday, and it's $197 a month. So just FYI. Around week 4, midweek 4, later week 4, there might be we might feel the full weight of this thing. Everybody is probably going to feel it. And I'm just saying. There might be a poly crisis. A lot of small businesses that relied on inventory, like shipments and stuff like that from overseas. We're going to start seeing them probably shut down just because of the inventory if they don't get a deal done. Okay, like if a deal is not if the deal is not done, a lot of places are going to be closed. Okay, local farmers will need to be utilized. I've already started, and it was like something in me just said, start reaching out. I have about 5 or 6 local farmers that I am in contact with for me and my kid. Building relationships with local farmers. You will need to do that. I am going to fill my tank up today because even though, yes, we have oil that we can drill here in the States, we got to remember that the States is the largest entity that refines oil. So we don't usually use our own oil. You got to think about where the agenda is. It's not because, and people say, oh, well, we got it already here. We saying that. What is the plan though? What is the goal? Told you you're human capital. You're not people to them. Okay. I want y'all to really understand it. And I'm so tired of folks saying they don't care about the people. They don't. You're not a person. You're human capital. You're human capital. That's what we call you in HR. Human resource, they call you human capital. You're paid for your knowledge and your skills. You're not paid because they want to be nice to you. You're going to be paying premium for almost everything that you need in the next couple of weeks. I've been buying water. I've been buying coconut water, or what I think is coconut water. I'm afraid to go into the grocery stores. I'm so nervous about going in, and I already know it's gonna be a mess. I'm already annoyed. Mm-hmm. Human capital management, and it's just facts. That's why you have to get into a space where you are proactive. Please do not wait until stuff hit the fan and then be saying, okay, I'm gonna go and go, because by that time, y'all, I just looked up tickets just to look. And I was gonna text you too, right before this live, and I said, well, let me go live and I'll say, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it here is that y'all, I just looked up um tickets to, and I'm looking at various places, just looking, I'm just being nosy. I looked at Dominican Republic and ain't no flights. Woo, baby. Let me tell you. Now, I don't know what's going on American. I got to go look. again at some of these other, I'm just looking, right? I'm just literally looking and just being nosy. Baby, do y'all, everybody, do you hear me? For the next 2 months, ain't nobody, nope, ain't no flight, ain't no flight. Yeah, let me send you the picture. You'll be like, what? Baby, let me tell you. I gotta get my baby in a minute because she's doing the test or something she said she was doing. Um, yeah, it's on. Mm-mm. Okay, so don't get caught up in the hype about all the stuff that's going on as far as the back end stuff. Like, oh, this is it's because they already, let me tell you what's going on. So now they already put the what's his name? The man, the union boss. They've already put the union boss on blast, saying that he has he got a mansion. He was paid $900,000 last year in salary. He has money. He's, all of this stuff going on. He said, I'm gonna crash this country. Anyway, I don't know if it's gonna be a deal being done with him because he was the union person. Okay. So that's that. So you got about a good 2 weeks to get your stuff up and going. You need to build your list. You need to sell like your life depended on it. Okay. Everybody right now is probably up looking like, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? So you got all this stuff going on. I told y'all to start building connections overseas. You need to be doing it. Okay. I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. Get the Digital LeadHer. If you already got the course, you need to be studying it because I'm talking about how to grow your LinkedIn, how to reach out to different companies and different people in different countries. You need to get busy. There is no more time. I don't know what I'm doing after these 3 months. Like, people are saying, oh, I'm thinking about coming to, Matriarch next summer. You don't even know where I'm being next summer. That's what I told people. I'm gonna probably open up another cohort of a couple of more matriarchs in the next month or so. But that's if I got 3 in the last 24 hours. Be proactive in your communications. Offer your transparency. Any price shifts, any offers that you need to make, go ahead and make them. Make them today. Make your offers today. Go back and look at your list of people that you need to make offers to, and you need to get yourself in alignment, digitize and monetize your existence. Get your butt on YouTube, record a video every single day, even if it's 15-minute videos, and stick them up, y'all. Don't spend too much time saying, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta make sure my makeup right. Let me get you had all time, you had all year. If you got videos on TikTok, if you got videos on Facebook lives and stuff that you have done, strip them down, throw them up here. SEO, ChatGPT needs to be your best friend. Claude AI needs to be your best friend. Midjourney needs to be your best friend. We have no more time. I'm not even being funny. And if you think I'm trying to rush you into making a decision, I ain't even made no offer like that. Exactly, Sharita. Like, even if it's just, work with me. Just, you can film your doggone hands typing, or a picture of background with you working. Do something, but you need to get started. I only got 36 subscribers. People are blowing up on YouTube almost overnight. And so, and thank you, Sharita, because my friend talked about me so bad yesterday. She got like 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. She said, please do your thumbnails because she said, you are like, stop. I'm doing them this weekend. Thank you very much. I'm doing them this weekend. And because Canva got all these templates. So use what you have. Okay, just want to make sure my baby didn't send me a message. But anyway, YouTube, LinkedIn, you need to be selling. I don't care if you get on people's nerves, get on people's nerves. I'd rather you get on people's nerves than walk around here poor. We're not doing portal. Okay. All that dating and talking 2-3 hours with your boo thing, and he ain't trying to get you look, he ain't trying to say, baby, let's go get married so you and the babies can come over here and you live with me and da da da. If he ain't talking about that, bye. If he is not talking about that, bye. I gotta go. You had all year to get yourself together. Nope. 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 Not doing it. Camille. Right, Elle. She's a girl. That's me working right now. I'm telling you, all weekend, I am not available to go and clank glasses, champagne. I'm not doing brunch. Gary, let's go. If we not bringing laptops, I'm not coming. Okay. Don't ask me to come to no sipping brunch and sipping sip. I'm not doing sipping. I'm focused. Because right now we ain't talking about vacations. We talking about being a refugee at this point. Amen, somebody. Digitize, get your stuff up. Everybody. I don't care. Don't come and ask me, coach, if you are not a matriarch, if you not in the contrarian, because contrarian is mindset. Uh Matriarch is the doggone skill, offers, messaging, all of it. We gotta go. We gotta go. I want you to be okay. I'm going to be recording more videos on YouTube. I'm going to be making sure that people, all of us, like we're moving forward. This is about your future. This is about your now. And the future is now. Like the future is now. Like what we've been talking about is now. You need to subscribe to World Economic Forum newsletter. You need to stabilize your nervous system. You need to do breath work every single day. You need to go within every single day. You need to calm. Every time you want to spaz out about something, please take 3 to 5 deep breaths and wait on the answer. Yes, Kristen, she said he sounds intent on causing a huge problem. Absolutely. I just want us to be okay. I'm going to be working closely with the matriarchs in the next 60 days. I'm going to be scheduling one-on-ones with them so we can get very, very intentional about their business model. So that's coming up. I did that once before earlier this year, and it was really, really successful. We're going to do it again. I want everybody to know exactly what they're doing. And I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I want everybody to know exactly what they're doing. I'm not playing. It's like boot camp. Mm-mm. And I always pray for wisdom. Start praying for wisdom. Start praying for discernment. It's not just about what's a scam and what's not a scam. What are we doing? Wisdom to know when to move. Wisdom to know where to go. Wisdom to know how to focus, who to listen to. All of these things have to come to pass. There is a plan in place, and a lot of us are not up for it. We don't know, but there is a plan that we don't know about that is against us, but we know who is for us. This is why you have to strengthen your relationship with the divine. Your relationship with God is not going to look like everybody else's relationship. This is the new age. We're in a new era. We're no longer relying on other people. And some of y'all, you're going to have to develop a relationship with God without your pastor. And I'm just going on to say that. Your pastor is not the bridge. Your belief is, your faith is evidence. Your faith is confidence in him, in God, within. Okay. So get to work. I have all of my courses to help you in the description below. Subscribe. Make sure you turn the notifications on. Pass this message on. Come look at it again. Oh, you did it? What you say? She said, I just said that on my live. Tell me, I don't know what you said. Say it again. Tell me what you said. I gotta go pick my baby up, but needless to say, we're gonna be all right if we just focus on what's in front of us. We gotta focus. All right. Love y'all so much. And we're going on. We're going on. All right. Take care. Until next time, it's Coach J.